Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maimuna and today I will be kickstarting off my YouTube video with the entrepreneur series on how I started my business. So right now I have a notebook that I got when I first wanted to start my business. If you've watched any entrepreneur series, the first thing that they tell you is buy a notebook. I want to say it's false, but it's kind of true. You might want to keep a small journal, especially if you are registering your business with your EIN number, your department ID, things like that. Important information like that you wouldn't want to walk around with or store it on your phone. But any other information that is not like sacred, that people shouldn't really see, I usually keep it on my phone so that I'm able to work regardless of whether I'm at school or in my car, anything. I can work from anywhere. So on May 25th, 2019, I made a things to do list, and this was when I knew I wanted to start my business. Already, let me start off this video by saying, please, 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 if you have in your mind that it's too expensive for you to start your business, please take that out of your brain and throw it out the window right now. If you set your mind to something, baby girl or baby boy, whatever, girl or boy, you can accomplish those goals. I'm telling you, if you can take money every day and invest it into food or into other companies to make them more successful, you can take that money and put it towards something that's beneficial for your own future and for your own success. So let's get that out there, and that's the disclaimer. The first thing I wanted to do was register my business. I wanted to do it the legal way. So already I was like, if I'm going to register my business, I need a name. Think of a business name. First thing first, you have to know what you want your business name to be. I wanted it to be catchy, and I feel like My Glam is extremely catchy, easy to say. People can catch on to it very fast. That's pretty much it. Just figure out your business name so that you can visit your state's website in order to register your business. Secondly, I knew I needed a logo. I had to create my logo. I knew that I wasn't going to create my own logo. I can tell you that right now. So if you know you are not a creative person, I wouldn't say creative. I feel like I'm creative if I have my own business because I have to come out with new things every time. But I just feel like it's much harder for me to create stuff. So if you know you're not into designing and all that, I would suggest just finding someone to actually create your logo for you. It was much easier for me to pay someone. And I didn't have much of a vision. I kind of just wanted the words to be present. I wanted a little bit of cursive writing. And I wanted it to be gold. That was pretty much it. I love gold. I feel like gold goes with anything. So I knew those details from the get-go. Third thing was to order my wholesale items. I knew it was the trickiest thing for me was looking for a vendor. In order to look for a vendor, I can already tell you that it is time consuming. It is going to take time. Most people's recommendations that I've watched on Entrepreneur Series were to visit Alibaba to look for wholesale vendors. But to be quite honest with you, Alibaba is such I don't want to say messy, but it has a lot going on Alibaba, and it's very difficult for you to know who to trust. On that website, I did find vendors through just like social media in general. You can go on Google. If there's a certain item that you are looking for, all you would necessarily need to do is Google if they do wholesale items. So that is how I ended up finding out about some vendors that didn't require me to go through Alibaba and have to see a lot of similar things. Next thing I thought about was ordering my business cards and thank you cards. That's something very important. You're going to need business cards to pass out, and you're going to need thank you cards to thank those who have purchased from you. Again, if you are not into designs, my biggest suggestion would be to pay someone to make those for you. I did go the route of just getting the design only because I felt as though it was cheaper. If a company, especially if they're small, if they're going to print out those business cards and thank you cards for you, they are going to charge you for it. So go to Vistaprint and print it out yourself. Just pay for the design. After that, I thought about having a photo shoot for my visuals for my website. I needed a photographer, so I went ahead and looked into that and looked into the prices. That is very important. You want visuals. I mean, a lot of people do a lot of their visuals at home on their own to save money, but see if you can find like an upcoming photographer who might charge you less so that it is cost beneficial, but overall it's professional. Next, I needed to figure out how to actually make an online website. I can tell you this, Shopify and Wix are two of the biggest platforms for websites in general, but I knew that I wanted to do Shopify because it was said that Shopify was better if you had multiple items on your website. So for example, Wix would be great for someone that is selling hair or lip gloss that might not have a variety of inventory. But I always knew I wanted to expand in my business, so I need that, that extra room for more items. At first I wanted to weigh out you want to weigh out the options of whether you are going to design your website yourself, which obviously is much cheaper if you can do it yourself, or if you were going to pay someone. And in order to pay someone to do it, at first it was looking to be very costly, probably up to $2,000. The cheapest I did see was about $600 to $700. So at first I had in my mind that I can do my own website, but I did end up finding someone who was having a summer special and they had just got, I believe, certified on knowing how to build Shopify websites. And I only got charged, I believe, $150. It was either $150 or $200 for my website, and that seemed very reasonable to me. So I went ahead and I agreed to it. I sounded good to me, sounded cost beneficial. So I went ahead and I did that. And lastly, I wanted to create email, Snapchat, Instagram account. My email, I did it through Zoohoo Mail, Z Suites, I believe. And I felt like it was more professional because my email has info at mybusinessname.com. You obviously have to purchase your domain. The domain was $14 for the year. And registering my business, the whole reason to why I did that, getting the domain and everything, I didn't want someone else with the same business name as me, especially because I felt like it was so catchy. So I went ahead and I took the steps necessary. Next thing I want to show you guys is one of my dress items. This is one of my faves because this allows you to wear on date nights or if you're just going to dinner. We have a shoulder strap right here that goes on your shoulder. And also, this is very important. You want to make a statement on all your pieces. You want to include your tags and your labels. I do know that I did ship some items out without tags and labels, which you will hear about in my next video, and the reason why some items possibly didn't have tags and labels. But now I got that situation sorted out to make sure that I'm bringing my own touch to all my clothing that I'm offering. On my tag, this is it. It says delicate fabric. Please remove jewelry and watches before trying on. Some items are dry clean preferred. One thing about me, I knew that I wanted my dresses to be of good quality. So my dresses are pretty heavy, which is how I ended up coming up with my prices and things like that, because I did have to spend more for better quality. As you can see, even when you stretch, it doesn't become white. That's usually how you can tell if something is just not thick or not good in material. I will go into description further about how to exactly register your business. I can also go, further into details about vendors that don't include Alibaba, because I feel like we have too many videos on YouTube, including Alibaba. And I just feel like it's not that helpful. It really doesn't help a person target exactly what they're looking for, and how it can help them overall with their business and finding vendors. So look forward to more videos where I'm going into the description. I can talk more about my thank you cards and my business cards in my next video. I want to thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please feel free to DM me any questions that you might have about starting your own business, and look forward to more videos.